Thank you everyone for attending this meeting today. You know, the purpose of today's community meeting is to establish how government can help the community alleviate unemployment, poverty, and equality. We want this to be a peaceful discussion.
It's simple. Give us jobs. We want to feed our families.
We understand that there are several initiatives that we'll talk about today that will cover your concern.
We are tired of initiatives that get implemented slowly and don't reach us.
We have Cindy, the Black Search representative. She would like to say a few words.
It is understandable that you are frustrated. Everyone wants to live with dignity, feed themselves, and make a living. It is not possible when you do not have access to work opportunities.
Thank you, Sisi.
Please don't lose hope. The government representative is gathering information from us to help them decide on the future of poverty relief grants. As a community, we need to convince them of what is right for us and what is required by the Constitution of South Africa. As Black Sash, we would like to help and ensure that the government provides the necessary support to you that will meet your needs, the community, and all poor people in the country.
We want to work, but we can't find any jobs around here. And we can't go look for jobs further away because we don't have taxi fare or money to print CVs. We feel stuck, Sisi.
Yes, if you have nothing to start with, you cannot get started. In order to plant a garden, you need seeds. In order to find a job, you need money for transport and data. Just imagine you were able to receive a grant from government in order to do those things.
Yes, the government does give grants to those who struggle to financially support themselves, such as children, the elderly, and the disabled.
And what about the rest of us who can work but cannot find work? We, the unemployed, do not qualify for these grants. We are the ones who struggle to find work so that we can contribute to our homes. We need help too.
So this grant would be called Basic Income Support, or BIS. It would be a monthly amount similar to the COVID relief grant that would help individuals put food on the table.
But who will qualify for this grant?
Those between the ages of 18 and 59 without a job. This includes those who already receive a child grant from SASSA. Your child support grant will not be affected if you as an adult receive this BIS grant. Your child support grant is for your child, and the BIS grant is for you. The BIS grant does not disqualify you or take away from any existing grant or social service that you receive.
That will make such a difference to my life. I could buy ingredients and sell fat cooks in my community if I had an extra amount each month. Right now, I don't even have enough for food.
But where will this money come from?
The government would need to allocate these funds through social development, like they did with the COVID relief grant.
But we can't just hand out money. People will become lazy and not want to work if they get more handouts. Government does not have money for this.
The government has a constitutional obligation, as per Section 27, to honor the right to social assistance to those unable to support themselves. One way government can pay for the grant is to increase the taxes of the rich, because South Africa has the highest inequality in the world. The richest 10% of the population owns above 60% of national income. They're rich because we are poor.
So we take from the rich to give to the poor.
Government, big businesses, and the rich can all contribute towards the Basic Income Support grant. Better governance over state-owned enterprises would alleviate bailout from corrupt facilities. Every year, our country's money between 30 to 50 billion is wasted due to government mismanagement and corruption. Just look at the disaster that Eskom, local government, and Transnet is.
So when government does their job well, we will all be able to benefit.
Yes, there are other ways to raise the funds too. The government can implement a carbon tax on businesses that have a negative impact on the environment.
We could also raise money by stopping illicit tax flows.
That's when big businesses avoid paying tax in this country through illegal practices. There's also an opportunity to implement a luxury goods tax.
This is when wealthy people pay high tax on items that are very expensive and imported into this country.
Correct. COVID relief came because jobs were lost. Businesses closed down and government was aware that people would be destitute. That need continues even now. There's also no evidence to support the myth that people become lazy when they are given basic income support. In fact, there will also be long-term savings from reduced governmental costs as a direct positive outcome of BIS. Reduce health spending, reduce school absenteeism, reduce transport subsidies. There will even be less crime because individuals can support themselves.
I would love to see that for my community. A number of times my bag has been stolen in the taxi. You.
Jobs are the only way to keep the community alive. You know, as the government, we have many initiatives that will offer opportunity for youth to find work. There's youth unemployment services, the national minimum wage, and the expanded public works program, to mention a few.
We know about these initiatives, but only a few have benefited because the opportunities are limited. It is also for a limited time and not sustainable.
My son has tried to get into those initiatives, but we couldn't afford to send him into town to register. He couldn't even finish matric because we had no electricity for him to start.
We also ask that government ensure that this applies to refugees, permanent residents, asylum seekers, and migrant workers with special permits. Everyone needs to have access to a basic income. It is simple. Government must work towards a universal basic income. This is why Black Sash is demanding that government implements the basic income grant. We also demand that government reinstates the COVID-19 grant increases of $250 per month and make it permanent for all social grants.
How can the government do this?
Black Sash is willing to consider a phased-in approach of a targeted grant while working towards universal basic income within timeframes. The amount of the grant should at least be at the food poverty line of 760, so that once its success is proven, we can work towards the upper bound food poverty line of 1,558.
Do you know what a massive difference this will make to my life? The SRD COVID grant helped me. However, 350 is not enough to survive because everything is expensive, but it made a difference. Once it stops, we still won't have jobs or means to make an income.
We hope that government makes the grant permanent and increases it for those who cannot find permanent work. Please, don't take the grants away now.
We know that government is working hard to create jobs, and we look forward to working. Please provide the grant together with creating the jobs.
Black Sash is here to continue campaigning with you for basic income support. We want dignity for every individual in South Africa. Join the campaign now.